Hello everyone, and welcome to my channel. I'm Electra, and this is my first makeup tutorial, so try to go a little easy on me. If you want a tutorial on how to achieve this look, then like and comment on this video and I will upload it afterwards. So without further ado, here is the quick, easy, in a rush, simple drag tutorial. So right now I'm just applying my normal primer, which I use the e.l.f. hydrating primer. It's the little blue bottle. You can get it at like any store, really cheap. Next I'm applying my foundation, which I am using the Wet n Wild Coverall foundation in a shade that's slightly darker than my skin tone. Next I'm using Elmer's glue stick to glue down my eyebrows so that I can cover them and draw new ones on. And in this step I'm using a spoon to smooth out the hairs in my brow so that there's no like lumps, so that they stick to my skin fairly well in an even flat surface. Next I'm taking baby powder to make sure that I get all of the moisture out of my brows, and you want to sort of press sort of hard with the powder into the brow, going in the direction of how you glued your hairs. Now I'm just covering the powder on my brows with the same foundation that I did my base with. Sometimes it requires multiple layers of powder and foundation just to make sure that the color isn't showing through. Next I'm going in with a bronzer to contour the low points of my face. I'm using a fluffy angled contour brush by Wet n Wild. From the start and now I die slow. Next, I'm going back in with the baby powder from earlier and highlighting the high points of my face, which is basically anywhere that you didn't contour. When you're done with the step, you want to let it sit for a little while. So here I am again, wiping it off after I've let it sit. And bake is the term that we use to describe that. Next, you want to blend all of that together and marry the sections together so there's no like super harsh lines. Next, I'm going in with a midnight color wheel just to sort of map out where I want my brow to be, and I like to use this because the foundation might still be a little wet and this is a cream product, so it moves fairly well without a lot of pressure. Now I'm using the Au Naturel palette to sculpt out where I want my new socket line to be. I do mine about half an inch above where my natural one would be. Not too much, but enough to notice. Next, I'm taking a small fluffy brush and I'm using a slightly lighter brown to just blend it out and soften the edges. I'm also bringing it down under my nose to help create the illusion that I have a smaller nose. Next, I'm taking a sort of nude eyeshadow and filling in underneath the socket line that I've just created, it's basically the same color as my foundation. And I'm putting a little on my brow bone to help blend that brown out.
In the valley of the dolls we sleep. Got a hole inside of me, born with a void heart.
Now I'm intensifying the bottom of that socket line with a darker brown and a really small flat brush. You don't want to do this too much, but you want to create the illusion of a shadow, and not every shadow is the same color. Next, I'm dusting off the excess, and instead of putting down white and then dusting it all off to catch the fallout, I just redo my highlight afterwards to intensify it. Next is eyeliner, and I cannot stress how important this is to just take your time and get it right. I bring it all the way up to the socket line I've made, and then bring it up onto my lid a little to connect, sort of in like a point. Next I bring it just a little below my line onto the bottom lash line, just so I can have enough to blend out with some powder. Now I'm taking black powder from the Au Naturel palette and just blending it down underneath my lash line towards the inner corner. I like to bring the black down into a little flick before you get to the inner corner, and then fill the inside with white to make your eye look more large and more open. Next I'm going in with a lip pencil, and because I have naturally sort of large lips, I don't really have to overdraw mine that much. And then I'm filling it in with Jeffree Star liquid lipstick in the shade Red Rum. This lipstick is really, really good for a red lip because it feels really velvety on your lips, but just be careful not to get too much on the lip or too much towards the inside of your mouth because it will start to come off of the lip. Next I'm just providing a little bit of highlight on that brow bone just to sort of accentuate it just a little bit more, and then dusting it off. Now I'm applying lashes, which use any lash that you like. Start small if you have to, build your way up. I use a 115 and I use the Lash Glue by Revlon Precision Clear. Now I'm just intensifying the darkness of my brows because the color wasn't going to match the hair that I was wearing. And now you're finished with the face, so just blend out any harsh edges and put on your wig and your outfit and you're ready to go.